Hey everybody, it's Jack with Octane Renegades. It's February 2023, about the middle of the month right now. Didn't do too much snowmobile videos this year. As you can see, not too much snow here. So today we purchased a couple e-bikes, and we're going to put them together and see how it goes. So this is a Himiway. It's called Escape, and it's a pretty nice e-bike. I had one before, so we'll see how it goes. This is the way you're going to get the box when you purchase one. It's going to come from FedEx or UPS, and it comes in a large box like this, about 100 pounds, 120 pounds. What I'm going to do is lay the box down and slide it out. They come a lot assembled. The back part of them is already assembled. It looks like a lot right here, but once you open it up here a little bit, it's not as bad as it looks. Okay. So this is the box. Here's the front fender. Throw all the stuff over there in a pile right here for now. So we open it up. See what we're working with. We hunted around for a few different bikes for a while, and this is what we decided on. We were thinking of the dash, which is sold at bike shops and stuff, but for the money, this just was a better deal. You got more for the money, actually cheaper, bigger motor, just as good of a battery, actually better mileage, and comes with headlights. And this particular bike is full suspension. Most of them just have the front suspension to them. That's the majority of how they are. And there's a few out there that have the back suspension also, but not too many. We're also going to, once we get it together, we're going to try reprogramming it, the speed control on it. Out of the box, it should do about 23 miles an hour in that area. When, after we get done resetting it, I think we're going to get 28 or so. They don't quite do 30. Maybe if you pedal a bunch, you could probably get 30. I don't do much pedaling, so I get 28. But it's all up to you. Whoa. Also, they come, like, even if you get going too fast, like say down a hill, and you're pedaling, and it won't go over, it'll start motor braking you. So Other words, you won't just coast 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour out of control down a big hill. The motor will start slowing you down. So that's kind of good, really, for most people, I would say. Looks like we may have a little issue with it standing, but I've been pretty excited waiting for this bike to show up. I know the YouTube station's Octane Renegade, and there's no octane, but we'll just make do. I mean, either way, this is pretty cool. Can't believe it's the middle of February and we're able to set this up in the garage with the door open. No blizzard or anything. Okay, so we have that. So I think I'm going to go with the handlebars here first, I would say. Now you gotta kind of be careful with these bars. Even when you hook them up, when you get them hooked up, they'll just spin right around, and you can pull out your cables. There's no stop to it. Whoops. I better back up a little bit. Don't want to hit that chopper. It would probably be a little bit easier if you had somebody helping you, probably, I would say, just to hold things. They are still a pretty heavy bike. I believe the weight on this one is 92 or something like that. 90 something it was. Okay. Now, I should have opened this up first. There should be a charger in this box and a little tool packet, I believe. These Himiways, they have another reason I went with this bike also. Not that it's any big deal. Oh, look at this, free hat. Ooh, beautiful wrench too. They're the only ones really that offered a 10-year warranty on the frame. Not that that's any big deal really. I mean, most of us aren't going to do anything that's going to mess up the frame on this bike or any of the e-bikes for that matter. But that's what they offer. I mean, you can look at it. The welds are beautiful. It's very solid. The diameter of the metal is a little bit thicker than most of the other ones. That's why it weighs a little bit more. But you really feel the security when you're riding it. I've had this bike before, and I've had the Cruiser, and I've had the step-through Cruiser, and they're all very good bikes. And we got the Big Dog coming also. So that'll be in a few days. That's one of their new line. I don't know if it's got a new motor though. Bigger and better motor, I guess. Handle the heat better. And that was one of the reasons also I wanted to get the biggest voltage I could for the money. This is the 750. Most of them that you see are going to be the 500s, which is all good and everything, but the 750 is going to give you more torque, more mileage per battery charge, and the motor's not going to heat up as much. You're not going to be working the bike, in day-to-day operation. It'll handle everything a little bit better. So that was one of the reasons, for the same money, I went with the bigger motor. I mean, why not? So, taking these out for this neck here. This. Whoops. Let's see. Daisy. Thought I was holding it with my knee, but not quite. Okay, so let's see what we want to do here. This doesn't seem. I guess this is the way the handlebar should go, but they got this that way. So that looks. This is the way the handlebar should go, but they got this that way. So that looks. What is this like, huh? Well, that was weird. It was on. Don't know if I hit it. Must have hit it. Couldn't come from California, I don't think. So, see if I can get these started a little bit. And adjust after. Probably should have got my Allen set out. But they give you this little handy thing. So far I haven't had to use anything other than what they've given me, except for a pair of scissors to open up the box. So I don't go too tight with this first here. Catch here in a second. You want to get, there's little teeth. Get them nicey nice. Okay. So it's getting a little bit snug right there. I like my bars a little bit straighter. So I'm gonna shoot for there, I think. Probably would suggest, if you have a set of Allens, probably be better than this thing that they give you. Wants to open up and catch on everything. And I tighten up the bolts in a cross pattern. You should. It's a good habit to get into with anything, really. So, something like that. I didn't crank down on it too hard, in case I have to readjust here in a second. But so we got that. Comes with nice grips too. A lot of the bikes that I looked at were just round. These ones kind of fit right into your palm, which is okay. Alright, so we're going to get to the headlight here. This tool that they give you has, I want to say, use one of these here, and the sockets fit on there. It's like a little ratchet thing for you. But then you can't use the Allen. So I had to get my Allens right here. It's just kind of weird that they do it that way, but so I guess you need your own tools after all. And I want to say it's metric, of course. I don't even know why I grabbed the standard Allen wrenches. Should have known. And here we go. Alright. So we're going to loosen this screw here a little bit. Some washers. Be sure not to lose them. You just may need them. Okay, I don't like that big washer there in the front, so I'm going to put the small one here in the front, because there's a couple dimples here that the big washer was riding on, and it didn't feel right. So I'm going to go with this, like that. Okay, I'll put the big washer back here, and the lock nut. Okay, put my Allen wrench in here like that, and my handy dandy tool. Like I said, just get it a little bit tight there so you can still move it to where you want it. Seems like it sticks way out there, but alright. Here we go. Got the headlight on. Now there's the plug here. Figure out the best routing for it. Let me see here. Usually they're color coded. They don't give you much extra. Okay, you can't put this anywhere you think. It's got to go right straight up, or you don't have enough. Okay, there's an arrow and an arrow, and you line up the two arrows. Okay, plug them together. It should click. Okay, just like that. Okay, now like I said, see how that goes all the way around? This thing will spin right around and yank all your cables out. So you have to be careful of that. Alright? So, that's there. That's plugged in. We'll put that front fender on. Beautiful bell. Alright, we're almost there. Ah, crap. So, I made a mistake. And I'm just realizing it. I'm going to take that headlight back off because that screw, I believe, is going to be for both my fender and my headlight. I believe. Yes. Okay. Well, this is why we make a video, so you guys know this. Alright, so I have to take the headlight back off. I was just showing you how to put it on. So, turn that up a little bit. Okay. That's probably where the directions probably would have been good. It probably would have said that. But it's, it does that. Alright. So, let me show you this. There's just a little tab right here on the fender. And we're going to put it right on that bolt. And the washer. And the lock nut again. Okay. Oh yeah. A little difficult to hold that. A nice little ratchet with an extension on it. But I wanted to show you that you can pretty much just do it with the tools that they give you. But a ratchet with a little extension would probably be better right here. It's a little difficult. You got the headlight bracket you're battling with, and then this thing doesn't turn very good. Okay, so we got that. Looks a little flimsy right now, but we got these little brackets down here. Change our little socket. I've only seen different sockets here. Over here. Look at this thing. Seems awesome. I'm going to carry it with the bike. Comes with a few different sockets. Ones that you're going to use mostly. Or only, probably. Can't beat that stuff. Let's see what we got here. I didn't look at the time when I started this, but I'm assuming an hour or so. You should be able to have the bike together. We're pretty close right in that area. Okay, there's a little hook on this. Straight in there. Put the washer on the back side. Little lock nut. Now you're going to be able to turn it one way or another like this to pull it which way you want. Okay. Which once we tighten it up, we'll adjust that a little bit better. Well, so the socket doesn't really work very well for putting the fender on these screws because there's so many threads sticking out after the nut's not tight yet, and it bottoms out on the socket. So I'm gonna get a little crescent wrench or something here. Should just get the wrench. It's an 8mm. Let me see. Just get an 8mm wrench real quick. Okay, so here we go. Okay, now this side, you got a cable you have to, well, so the socket doesn't really work very well for putting the fender on these screws because there's so many threads sticking out after the nut's not tight yet, and it bottoms out on the socket. So I'm gonna get a little crescent wrench or something here. I should just get the wrench. It's an 8mm. Let me see. Just get an 8mm wrench real quick. Okay, so here we go. Now this side, you got a cable you have to, you're going to be messing around with here. It's kind of in your way. Let's figure out what side I want to be on. So, this in there. So we'll get it together, and then I'll have to readjust here to get the fender where we want it. Takes a couple times. So if I limit that, go to the handy dandy crescent wrench. I say this side's a little more difficult. You have the caliper that you're dealing with. And they don't give you much room. I feel like this one I look a little lopsided, yeah. So we're going to loosen this one back up, and I want to slide this up a little and see if it gives me the angle I'm looking for. Because it looks like the other one is a little higher. Alright, so we got the bike together. It's on, it's charged. I'm going to take it down the road and see what we got. Looks like we got full charge. Right here is first, second, third, all the way up to seventh. You have the plus button. You see it move right there? It moves automatically. And then if you want to go back to say second or third, you just do it with your finger here. Okay? And this is your plus and minus for your mode for the pedal assist. So we're gonna see how she goes. Here we go. Okay, that was a lot better. Okay, so the bike got up to 23 miles an hour. Like I said, we're going to unlock the code here in a couple moments, and I think we can get 28 out of it. I had it on 0 at first for the pedal assist, and on 0 you will not, there's no motor, okay? So I flicked it, I hit my plus button, up 1, and it went to 1. So now I have some pedal assist. I think you can go all the way up to 5 for pedal assist, which I'm not sure. I got to mess around with what the difference is going to be there. But on 0, it will not. You don't have any motor speed at all. So for instance, if you have the bike on and you're unloading it, or you're moving around, or somebody's getting on it or off it, it might be a good idea to click it down to 0. Okay, when you see the 0 here. Now I can hit my throttle all I want, nothing's gonna happen, it can't take off, it's only pedal. Okay, now the moment I flick this plus button to the 1, now I have motor. Okay, so that's what I found. So I'm going to go back to 0 here, and I'm going to reprogram it and see if we can get it to go faster. Okay, I'm going to take probably one more ride on it just to see how she goes. I'm going to flick it to 1 and just give it gas. bike has great brakes, stops very well, front and back, a good acceleration. So far it's great. I love it. Feels sturdy. There's no like the handlebars aren't loose or squeaky or anything like that. Everything's nice and solid, and it feels good. I had a couple little potholes over there, and with the full suspension, it felt great. So we're gonna bring it in the garage and reprogram it and see what we got. Stay tuned. Okay, we're gonna change the speed here. I'm gonna turn the bike on. We're gonna unlock the code. We were just going 23 miles an hour. We'll see how much faster we can get out of it. I'm gonna YouTube it here because I'm not exactly sure how to do it.
You'll get to the password screen. Password goes Dean again. You need to do. Press and hold plus and minus button. You'll get to this screen. Press and hold the minus and the I button again for 2 seconds. You'll get to the password screen. The password's always 0510. Set that by pressing the I button and the plus or the minus button. I'm going to enter this with the I button.
Okay, so right now I'm going to the 5.
So I want
The I is like the enter.
I want to change that 0 to 5 by pressing the plus.
Forgot what the other numbers are. Let them catch up.
Enter with the I button. Make that a 1.
Okay, 1 is the next.
Enter. Because we want 0510.
0510.
This puts
Okay.
you at the wheel setting part of the screen, and we want to go past that by entering this because the bike is a 26-inch. Enter with the I button. This gets you to LS. The LS screen stands for, I guess, limit speed or speed limit in this backwards. I don't remember exactly. What
Okay.
the default will be.
So we're at 36 now.
Make this number. A lot of people just go ahead and make it 90.
I think it'll only go up to 40 something.
At this point, what you set it on past 60.
40.
Thing. The bike only does a maximum of
Huh.
between 30 and 31 miles.
Okay,
an hour.
well, it was on 30 something. It's on 40
So you
now.
can make this whatever you want to. A lot of people go ahead and make it 90. That doesn't mean it's going to go 90 miles an hour. That just means you're setting it at the maximum. Enter with the I button again. Now you're back at this screen. You can press and hold the I button for 2 seconds. That locks in all your settings. You're back at the main screen. And now your pedal assist or your throttle, you're going to be at maximum speed.
Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. It only went up to the 40. The YouTube one, they're using a little bit older bike, and they would go up. You could get more speed out of them. I thought my last bike, it went up to 46 or 48. This one seemed like it stopped at 40. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but we're going to take it for a ride and see where we're at. I did what they said to do. I think if it doesn't work, I'm going to find a YouTube that is for the Escape, exactly for the Escape. That one was for the Cruiser, and it was for a little bit older bike. So we'll see. Hopefully we get something out of this. So we're going to take it out for a ride. Like I said, the last speed was 23. We'll see if we can get some more out of it. Okay. All right. And I'm back to 1 for pedal assist. Okay. That's 0, so there's no throttle. Click it to 1, and now I have a throttle. So we'll see what we have. Okay, wait for these cars to go by. You want to use it, this is when all the traffic is. Okay, so I'm going to head down this way a little bit. So as you can see, the brakes work well. That was at 23 miles an hour. It did not go any faster. So I'm going to read up on that a little bit and see if I'm doing it correctly, or if the new bikes just don't do that, where you can't unlock them. Not really sure. Like I said, my bikes, my other bikes that are the Himiways are a couple years old, and I was able to unlock the code, the speed code, and we were able to get 29 miles an hour out of them. Get out of the road here. So that's that. Overall, this is the bike. Seat is great, very cushiony. Shocks, I can feel the shocks working. The front shocks, very good. I don't think I need to adjust anything right now. You can adjust the preload on your forks and the resistance, but it feels pretty good actually the way it is right now. So I'm going to leave it the way it is, and that's it. That's the Himiway Escape, everybody. It took about an hour to put it together. Goes 23 miles an hour. So that's it. Love to pass through. Easy to get on, easy to get off. It's going to be great for the city and vacations. Can't wait to put a lot of miles on it. Just from that little bit, I have 1 mile on it, 1.1. And the battery, maybe the battery wasn't completely charged, because just that little bit of riding, I'm down 2 blocks on the battery gauge up here, so I don't think it was a full charge. So we're going to put a full charge on it. I don't think that's going to make the difference on the speed. I'm just thinking that I didn't do it right, which I think I did, or you just can't unlock the code anymore. But we're going to find out. So stay tuned. In a few days we'll be getting the big dog, and we're going to put that one together also. That should be here Tuesday or so. So thanks everybody, and subscribe or just watch. Later.